Thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. Developing today, according to online court papers, a convicted sex offender working as a Lyft driver has pleaded guilty to kidnapping, assaulting, and having sexual contact with a woman riding with him. 35-year-old Andrew White-Eyes is in custody right now at the Minnehaha County Jail. Coming up on KELOLAND News at 6, Dan Santella will take a closer look at the fast-moving case.
The South Dakota Highway Patrol is investigating two deadly crashes in southeast KELOLAND, both involving a semi. The first happened around 10 yesterday morning on Highway 81 north of Yankton. Authorities say that a semi-tractor trailer was making a turn when an SUV ran into the back of the trailer. A 44-year-old woman in the SUV died. The semi-driver was not hurt. The second crash happened about an hour later on Highway 11 south of Alcester. In that crash, officials say a semi-tractor trailer went through a stop sign at an intersection and collided with an SUV. An 81-year-old woman in the SUV died. The truck driver was not hurt.
In Omaha, the van driver who's accused of leaving a 1-year-old in a van on a hot day, resulting in the child's death, is out on bond. 62-year-old Ryan Williams posted a $50,000 bond after being charged with child abuse by neglect, resulting in death. According to an affidavit, he told police that he took 9 kids to the Kids of the Future child care and was distracted by another child. Williams came out of the building several hours later to find the 1-year-old in the back seat of the van. Williams' next court date is September 26th.
Oh, horrible. Wow. Well, it sounds like we're going to get a little bit of break from the heat.
Yeah, what's headed our way, Adam?
Not heat is probably the best way to put it. We finally get a much needed and highly anticipated break from what we've been dealing with since really the start of this week. And the catalyst for this has been a little disturbance that moved through last night into early this morning. If you were in the central northern parts of Sioux Falls, you actually got in on a good amount of rain. Officially at the airport, 0.8 of an inch of rainfall over the last 24 hours, lesser amounts on the south side of the city. Spencer a little over half an inch, Worthington around a quarter, areas up to the north and west of Sioux Falls also getting on some beneficial rainfall, and also along the Minnesota-Iowa border as well. Beyond that, any rainfall we're going to be getting in the immediate short term is going to be spotty at best. Here's Rapid City, 78 on this Friday with a north wind at 11 miles per hour. There has been a little bit of smoke in the atmosphere, so unfortunately it's been a bit of a hazy sunshine over the course of this afternoon. Downtown, we were able to surge into the low 90s, 90-year air temperature now. Our high so far today was 91. That was at 3 p.m. Either way, northwest wind finally kicking in at 15 miles per hour. That's going to help bring in some lower dew points. 84 in Mitchell, 87 for Worthington, 85 in Huron, 81 at the Capitol and in Phillip, 82 as you go up toward Aberdeen. Everybody also getting in on that nice northerly wind that's going to bring in that cooler, drier, and more comfortable air mass overnight. Right now, winds have been anywhere from 10 to 15, locally upward of 20 miles per hour. So there is that nice cool night on the way. Temperatures in the 50s overnight, with your day tomorrow being noticeably cooler than anything we've seen over the last about 4 to 5 days. I said at the top of the show, it's very telling when high temperatures tomorrow in some areas are lower than some of our overnight lows that we had seen earlier this week. 70s and around 80 to the southeast and northeast. Out west, a slightly warmer, low to mid 80s in many locations, but the X factor is that lower dew point. We'll see how long this lasts in your 7-day forecast as we head through the hour.
I'm looking forward to the change. Well, this week's heat hasn't just been unbearable for us. Livestock have also had issues. The Morgan feedlot in northeastern Nebraska is raising roughly 6,500 cows this year. And to keep them cool, the Morgan family uses a variety of tools and techniques, from watering the cattle to putting up shade in the pens and throwing hay on the ground for cattle to lie on. Despite the family's best efforts, though, the ranchers have lost more than a few dozen cows between July and this week's hot temperatures.
The Halloween capital of the world may soon become the public drinking capital of Minnesota. Anoka will be the first city in the state to allow public alcohol consumption in certain parts of its downtown. Jason Rantella gives us a look at the trial run meant to show off the historic city while attracting more people.
just going to be a great atmosphere on summer evenings.
In just 2 weeks, the Anoka Social District will take over downtown streets like 2nd Ave and Jackson Street. Within these boundaries, people will be able to drink beer, wine, and cocktails from licensed businesses on downtown sidewalks and, when there's special events, on streets.
Well, you know, we've been really proud of historic downtown Anoka for a lot of years and been talking about how we can draw more people here and really showcase it.
Representative Zach Stevenson helped it happen by writing the change into the 2022 liquor reform law. The city of Anoka has spent the past year planning the rollout alongside local businesses.
It's very exciting. It gives Anoka a chance to take the first shot at doing this in Minnesota.
Let's go have a drink.
Well, a few people we spoke with downtown Wednesday worry over drunkenness and arrests. Most seem to approve.
I think it's a great idea. It's limited to an area, and why shouldn't you be able to drink out in the streets? You can go to the state fair and have a beer and walk all over all sorts of streets.
So we're really excited.
Employees at 10K Brewing on 2nd Ave say they plan to more than double their outdoor seating.
We have pretty limited space inside the tap room, but we have a lot of people that want to come out and drink in the park or even down by the river.
Owner Jesse Hoff says he understands concerns.
We'll give you a special cup. That way we can identify that actually came from the social district. It's not somebody just bringing alcohol downtown and trying to cause trouble.
Representative Stevenson says if all goes well, this may expand to other cities.
I think there's probably a lot of people who will be watching it closely.
In Anoka, Jason Rantala, WCCO News.
The Anoka Social District pilot program kicks off Wednesday, September 6th, and runs for a month. It will go 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.